Hi everyone, and welcome to Leaf Rants. The Toronto Maple Leafs lose 6-3 to the Minnesota Wild, and they played horrible. The defense was bad, the goaltending was subpar, and they couldn't really get too much going offensively until that third period. What really killed them was giving up 2 quick goals in that second period, and Jake McCabe. Now, we'll get into the details through the game, but going into tonight, the Leafs have a tough schedule coming up. They play about every other day for the next 2 weeks straight, and they're back at home. They just finished up a 4-game road trip, getting 5 out of 8 possible points. This is really important for you, too. Coming back home, lazy start, scheduled loss for them, I guess, but you need to play better than this. There's no excuses. Nyes tonight was a game-time decision, and I'd scratch him until he's 100%. Craig Berube said that he's been battling something for the past little while, and I believe it. Matthew Nyes has not been anywhere near as good as he has been, as he was at the start of this season, even though he has as many assists this season in 46 games as he did in 78 games last season. 29. Guess we found our new Mitch Marner. No, I'm kidding, but scratch him until he's healthy. He hasn't been very good. He hasn't been able to get anything going for him. And that Tavares line has just been dying, getting eaten alive. I know he scored tonight, but it's been bad. Every time the Wild touched the puck tonight, it just seemed like the Leafs were spread wide open. Every pass was going through, every chance was going. It was like a practice. It was like they were running a practice around the Leafs, and they didn't care. It's tough to believe that the Wild are without Matt Boldy, Eriksson Ek, Brodin, and Johansson. They were basically playing their first line and then 3 third lines. And the Leafs lost to that. 6-3. Gave up a hat trick. Almost 2. Tarasenko could have had one too. Last 4 games for the Leafs, they've given up 21 goals. That's an issue that just can't be understated. D haven't been good. Goaltending has been subpar. Not just now, but ever since that Colorado game. The Leafs haven't been able to pick it up again. That Utah game that they played right after Colorado was, okay, whatever. You guys played a great game. It's the second half of a back-to-back. All right. They haven't gotten it back since then. Austin Matthews has been amazing since then, but just the rest of the team hasn't been able to do anything. So let's break down the game. Why don't we? First period, Rants gets a lucky bounce off just a nice forechecking fourth line shift there. Scott Laughton, Calle Jarnkrok digging in the corner. Laughton gets it out, bounces off a rest skate right in front to Steven Lorentz. Big save for Johansson early on. Johansson, sorry, I meant to say Gustafsson. Don't know how that happened. And it's 0-0. Then, Wild to the power play. Tarasenko makes it 1-0 off a beautiful passing play by Hartman and Kaprizov, making an in-between-the-legs pass. 1-0. This is what I want to show, though. Right here, Austin Matthews wins the faceoff, and Jake McCabe has it. Look at his passing options here. There's not many. He has Bobby McMann to his left, but look at McMann has a stick there. Why make that pass? McMann is about 5 feet away from you. He has pressure on him. Don't pass to him. McCabe goes for the pass. It doesn't work out because McMann is 5 feet away from you and has pressure on him. Wild get it in, round the net, easy tap in goal, and it's 2-0. Just like that. How many times has Jake McCabe been on the you shouldn't have done that side? That doesn't happen too often to him, especially not in these Leaf Rant videos. I'm never like, Jake McCabe, that's on you, but he has been making some dumb decisions the past couple games, and this one does not help him. Puts the Leafs down 2-0. Absolutely horrible. Then the Tavares gets clipped up high by Spurgeon, and he's bleeding. 4-minute penalty with 1:54 left in the second period. So the Leafs are basically confirmed to start the second period with a power play if they score or not. 18 seconds in, Tavares makes it 2-1 off a nice pass from Matthew Nyes. Like I said, he has 29 assists this year in 46 games. He had 29 assists in 78 games last year. He's been a lot better. Scratch him till he's healthy. Matthew Nyes is an amazing player. Please scratch him till he's healthy. 2-1 after 1. First 5 minutes of that first period, I thought the Leafs were the better team. They gave it away, and then they gained that back in the last 5 minutes as well. Same cannot be said for the second period. Foligno deflects a shot from Faber and beats Wall to make it 3-1. Just no one can get a stick on it. Morgan Riley can't do anything. 3-1. Minute and a half later, Quinn Hughes finds Vladimir Tarasenko coming off the bench, splitting down the middle. Jake McCabe and Brandon Carlo both decide not to pick him up. He's in all alone, beats Wall 4-1. So just like that, you're going into the second period down 2-1. It's a 1-goal game. You give up one. It's 2-goal lead for the Wild. You give up one a minute and a half later off of just a careless play. Now, should Wall have that? Maybe. It is a breakaway, and it's Vladimir Tarasenko. He's a good goal scorer. But at the end of the day, you're paid to make saves. And the goaltending literally since that Colorado game just hasn't been very good. I don't see how after that goal you decide to keep Joseph Wall in, because he did give up another one later. Carlo lost an edge, though. He lost an edge, and Wall had to make a huge stop. It was a 2-on-0 right in front of his own net. That was about the only big save Joseph Wall had in him. I'm not saying your goalie should be expected to make a bunch of big saves all game, but that's your job, right? To keep the puck out of the net. Joseph Wall has done a very well job of that this season, I'd say. But maybe a couple there you'd like to have back. Hughes goes to the box for interference. Leafs get their third power play of the game. It was an okay effort on it. Way too much passing. And when Morgan Riley decides to take a shot from the point, you might as well give the puck to the other team and let them clear it, or just clear it yourself and say, you know what, we got nothing on this. Let's just regroup. Because he shoots a muffin to the net every single time, and it's a turnover. It leads to 2-on-1. It leads to a chance for the shorthanded team. And you can't be having that on the power play. You're on the friggin' power play. You're on the power play. Can't be giving up chances. Come on. Offensive zone, Easton Cowan hooks Faber, and it sends the Leafs to the kill again. Faber from the point makes it 5-1. 5-1. Second period ends, and the Leafs are down 5-1. I remember when the Leafs used to win every. This was a game going into it where you're like, Leafs should have this one. Leafs are missing a lot of people. They're missing Nylander, Stolarz, Tanev, Joshua. Cool. You're playing a team with 3 third lines and 1 first line. Should win that. You're at home. You've won your last 7 straight home games other than tonight. You've also been amazing on Prime. Not today. But the third, Hildeby comes in for Joseph Wall. Cool. Maybe that'll give the Leafs a spark. Maybe it won't. Who really knew at that point, right? Might as well keep Wall out. Lower his chance of injury. You have a game on Wednesday. You have a game on Friday. The return of Mitch Marner. You want your number 1 goalie to be healthy for that. And man, that third line just getting a gritty goal. Waugh knocks it in front of the net. Robertson getting pushed into the net. It goes off of his skate and in. They review it. It was a good goal. It was clear as day. Robertson literally got pushed in the net. There was no kick on it. It wasn't intentional. 5-2. Gritty goal. Too bad it did not matter because the Leafs crapped the bed before this. And then the next third line shift, Nick Waugh draws a tripping call. Very important power play for the Leafs there. They got absolutely nothing on it, but that third line has been showing a lot. It's Cowan, Robertson. Robertson has a hell of a shot. He hit a one-timer early in this game. Man, can he shoot that puck. But they don't get anything on this power play. Then in the defensive zone, Max Domi has the puck. Usually not a good sign. But he sees Austin Matthews bolting towards the net. So what does he do? He waits and he flicks it up in the air. Sauce pass right onto the tape of Matthews. He goes forehand, backhand, Chell, and he has 11 goals in his last 12 games. I said a couple weeks ago that is it crazy for Austin Matthews to finish second in scoring? No, it's not. He has 11 goals in his last 12 games played. He's been insane. He has been, even in this game, there was not many upsides to anyone in this game. Matthews and Robertson, in that entire third line, honestly, they were positive outcomes. They're about the only ones, but they were positive outcomes. Then Foligno gets the empty netter, but literally as soon as the Leafs pulled their goalie, they couldn't get a formation set up. They turned it over, and it was all wild from there. 6-3, first hat trick in Foligno's career. That seals the game. That is it for it. Typical sleepy return home game for the Leafs. And not Wall's best performance, but Matthews and Robertson, that shot, they're scoring machines out there. They've been great. Robertson just coming back past couple games for him, dealing with that little injury. It was nothing big, but it's glad to see he picked up exactly where he left off and it didn't kill any of his momentum. Nyes, I love Matthew Nyes. He's one of my favorite players. Next season, I hope to have his jersey up as well. Here. Damn, bro. But you got to sit him till he's healthy. He's not healthy and he's showing it. He's not up to par. I would have liked to see Quillen play tonight. I'll be honest. Instead of an injured Matthew Nyes. Quillen's he's good. He's been lighting up the AHL. He's better than a 70% Matthew Nyes. A 100% Matthew Nyes, even 85% Matthew Nyes is obviously better than Quillen. But a 70% healthy Matthew Nyes, put Quillen in. Let Nyes heal till he's 100%. Second period is what killed the Leafs. The ice tilted the wrong way, and Jake McCabe's just horrible decision-making on that second goal. Disjointed loss. Leafs didn't look like they had anything really going for them. They looked uncoordinated. They looked like the worst team all night. Looking at the shots, the first period, the shots were 9-8 for the Wild. Second period, the shots were 20-8 for the Wild. And in the third, the shots were 14-9 for the Leafs. Shots ended up being 38-30, and just literally no one was good tonight. Cowan, Waugh, Robertson were the only forwards with a plus tonight. Tavares, Michelli, Domi all ended up being -2. Is Matthews the -1. So Domi was a -3. He was out there for 3 goals against, and then out there for the Austin Matthews goal. And then on D, just no one was really that good. Riley playing 23 minutes and 18 seconds, the most out of any defenseman. McCabe 2 minutes behind that. Michelli played the second most for forwards, playing 19-20. Put him with Matthews. Put them together. When Nyes is healthy, Nyes, Matthews, Michelli, boom, first line. Exactly what we thought it would be at the start of the season. Do that. Max Domi, I'm so done with seeing him in the blue and white. But Hildeby came in, made 8 solid saves, was good when he had to be, and we got the dub out of it. Austin Matthews tonight as well, completely underlooked. I didn't see, Ennis had a brain aneurysm there. I didn't see a single person talking about this. He's 4th on the all-time Leafs points register. He moved past Boreas Salming, who had 768 points. Let me just pull up the tweet. With his goal at 15:02 of the third period in tonight's game, Austin Matthews, with 769 points, moved past Boreas Salming, 768, for 4th on the Maple Leafs all-time points register. The Leafs seem to lose these games where Austin Matthews does crazy stuff. He's been great. He's been so good. Literally since Christmas break, Austin Matthews has been a different person. This is Austin Matthews. Welcome back. It's good to know that he's automatic again. He's back. He's him. But whatever. Leafs don't get the win, play a crappy game, and they get stung for it. If they would have came back in that third period, they didn't deserve it at all. If they would have came back, though, that would have been hilarious. Bad for the team. You can't play crap for 40 minutes and then mediocre first for 10 and then for another 10 and expect to win the game. That's the main thing. You can't play like and expect to come out with a win because you're good in the third period. Doesn't happen. It's not how you win games. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please click. If you really liked it, clicking subscribe always makes me feel pretty good. Thank you very much for watching this video. And I hope to see you in the next one on Wednesday. If they win the games on Wednesday and Friday, everyone forgets about this game. Doesn't matter anymore. They need these 2 points, especially with the people ahead of them. They lost tonight. It's been very high. Everyone's been playing on a 130-point pace in the Atlantic recently. Their past 10 games. You need to win every game. Every game's important.